How blessed is the one who treats the poor properly. When trouble comes, the Lord delivers him. May the Lord protect him and save his life. May he be blessed in the land. Do not turn him over to his enemies. The Lord supports him on his sick bed. You completely heal him from his illness. David, when he wrote this psalm, was writing a series of psalms, and he had concluded the preceding psalm calling himself poor and needy. It's believed that when he wrote this, he was going through some trials and tribulations around the time of Absalom, his son, trying to take the throne from him. So David was surrounded by his enemies and had to leave Jerusalem with his tail between his legs, and was feeling poor and needy and not like a king. And he commenced to present something for us to consider. Because as he's feeling poor, he says, blessed is he that considers the poor. Amen. Why did he say that? Well, see, on his way out of town, some folk started talking about it. You know how it is when you're out there, and, you know, folk like you when you're at the top. Something happens to you, maybe you lose a job or lose a promotion, or maybe something doesn't turn out right. Maybe you go through a divorce. The child doesn't come through the way you thought. Maybe someone gets pregnant out of wedlock and you didn't expect that from the child. Folk look at you. Thought you was all that in a bag of chips.
Amen.
In fact, on his way out, one man spat at him, cursed him, talked bad about him. David's men wanted to kill him, but David said, no, that's all right. That's all right. Maybe God wants me to not be king anymore. So, you see, David was a man who understood God's timing.
Yes, Lord. Hallelujah.
And he said, blessed is he that considers the poor. When folk are getting humiliated in life, blessed are the people that consider them. Who pray with them, who stay with them, who encourage them, who lift them up, who do all the things necessary to make that person realize that God is still on the throne. See, in the Church of Jesus Christ, sometimes today we have a habit of pulling each other down. We wonder why folk don't want to come to church with us. Well, why would I come to some place you complain about all the time?
Come on, say it.
And I'm not talking about St. Paul. I'm talking about the other church down the street where, you know, they talk about the pastor and whatnot. We don't do that here. We treat our pastor right. We don't speak badly about our church. We don't complain about the connection and the assessments the bishop has on us. Amen, right on? We don't do that kind of stuff to folk who don't go to our church. See, if you're not, we're considering yourself and the poor and the needy and taking care of things, folks think your God really isn't one.
Tell the truth. Say it.
Tell the truth.
See, we wonder why we're losing our young people.
Lord Jesus.
Because they're looking for an answer, and all we give them is complaints. They don't see from us what we were based and founded on. John Wesley had a sermon he did that I'm going to have to preach one of these days. And in it he said, as Methodists, we should earn as much as we can. Second, we should save as much as we can. That sounds greedy, doesn't it? And third, give away as much as we can.
All right.
Amen.
Hello?
Well,
He warned the Methodist Church, he said, y'all don't understand, as we keep obeying God, he's going to keep blessing us financially. We can't forget where we came from. We can't forget it. At one time, we didn't have a lot. See, those of us who are on the high ride right now, we're on the mountain feeling good, remember when you were in the valley. Remember when you were down and out and didn't have something. Remember when we couldn't shop where everybody else shopped. Remember when there was a colored water fountain and a white one.
Yes.
That's right. Preach it. Say it. Preach
We
it.
don't exist in that world anymore.
Amen.
But we forget forget
Where we come from.
where we came from.
Yeah.
We see folk down and out, we say, let me pray with you. I know you're hungry, but instead of me buying your groceries, I'm going to pray with you.
My.
That's not considering the poor.
No.
That's not considering the down and out. That's not inviting folks in to the house of God and lifting them up.
Come on.
We weren't always where we are today.
Thank
you. Tell the truth.
Amen. Tell the truth.
And David understood that. Blessed are those that consider the poor.
Well,
Thank you.
God's going to take care of them. See, as you pity your fellow man, God has pity on you.
well.
Here's what he said in Matthew. If you forgive others their sins, your heavenly Father will also forgive you.
Amen.
Yes.
And whoever gives only a cup of cold water to one of these little ones in the name of a disciple, I tell you the truth, he will never lose his reward. Here's what else he said. Should you have not shown mercy to your fellow slaves as I showed to you?
Well.
And in anger, his Lord turned him over to prison guards to torture him until he repaid what he owed. You know who that was? That was a servant who had begged for forgiveness on what he owed the master, and then turned to his fellow man and started beating on them for what they owed him. And he turned and said, wait a minute, Negro, I helped you out.
Yeah.
And that's how you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right, player.
Well.
In prison.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
That's it.
See, sometimes we forget that God blesses us, forgives us all kinds of mess, and then we turn to somebody else and say, yeah, look at what so-and-so's doing.
Yeah.
Really?
That's it.
See, we want forgiveness for ourselves and judgment for other people.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
We want God to strike other folk dead, but with us, Lord, please have mercy.
Come on.
Proverbs 19:17 says, the one who is gracious to the poor lends to the Lord, and the Lord will repay him for his good deed.
Yeah.
Then, well, wait a minute. So if I give to the poor, I'm lending to God, and God doesn't want to owe me, so he's going to repay me.
My.
Huh.
My.
Now, he didn't say give to the church.
My.
He said give to the poor. If I'm gracious to the poor, it's like lending to God, and God's going to repay me for my good deed. Why? Because he said true religion is helping the widows and orphans,
Yeah.
helping folks in need.
Praise him.
See, sometimes we forget how good we have it.
That's it.
Church been around 127 years. There's some churches don't last 127 days.
That's it.
Nice sanctuary.
Yeah.
Look all good. Air conditioning. How many of y'all lived in Texas when there wasn't AC in the church?
Come on. Come on.
Amen.
All right.
The windows open.
And survive.
And hope for
Exactly. So we have to remember what God is trying to tell us here is we have to give. We have to reach out to the community. We've got to find ways, regardless of the size of our church, to impact the people around us.
Yes. Yes.
If you're working on a job, I guarantee everybody's not saved on your job.
No, they're not.
If you grocery shop, I guarantee everybody you run into is not saved.
That's
My.
it.
If you have family members, I guarantee everybody's not saved.
Yeah.
Amen.
What are you doing to change that?
Mm.
Where's your witness to them?
Well,
Where's your example of them by them seeing what you do and looking and going, man, that's a church I want to go to. They take care of folks. Too often when people have need, the first thing we do is look to see if they're a member of our church.
that's the
Yeah.
truth. We tell the truth.
Come on.
Tell the truth.
So-and-so ain't pastor, so-and-so ain't on the road. I don't know, we should really have.
Have mercy.
Is that what Jesus said?
Mm.
No.
Right.
Come on.
Well, Jesus had looked at you and said, well, you know,
Mm.
you're not on the roll, so I'm not going to save them.
My.
I'm not going to deliver her. And I'm not going to help them out because they're not on my roll. They haven't given me a tithe in several years.
Have mercy.
You sit up in my church, they ain't giving no money, so I'm not going to help them.
Have
Aren't you
mercy.
glad God is not that way?
All right.
Thank God. Thank you.
Amen.
Aren't you glad God looks at us and
Yeah.
sees Jesus and forgives us for everything we do?
Oh, yeah.
In spite of who we are, in spite of the way we act, in spite of the way we talk about each other and talk to each other, God still keeps blessing us.
Yes, it
Thank
does.
you.
See, David understood that. He understood it in God's timing. If I'm meant to be king, I'll be restored to the throne, and he was.
Yes.
Bless your name, Jesus.
Restored. God is a God of restoration.
Yes, he is.
Be careful who you're treating poorly that's down, because they may be who you need later on.
Yeah.
Say it.
That's it.
Say it.
My favorite aunt had a saying: when folk would treat her bad, she'd go look at it. You never know. You may need me later on.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you what, I saw so many people that mistreated her come back later to need her help. And because she was a woman of God, she helped them anyway.
Amen.
Takes a lot.
Because she understood that.
Yes.
Amen.
She said her favorite verse was, "Let your good works."
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Let folks see your good works.
There you go.
She didn't hold grudge against folks. I used to look at her aunt, why are you giving that person money? You know they ain't no good, shiftless. She said, because God blessed me.
Amen.
That's it.
And because God blessed me, I have to bless others.
Yes. Amen.
If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have what I have.
Isn't that the truth?
Amen.
In 1967, she was a single parent. And y'all know that was a scandal back in that era.
Yes, it was.
She wanted to get a house to raise her son in. And they wouldn't give her the money because she was a single parent and because she was black.
Yeah.
This is in Virginia. And so she wanted this house. So every day after work, she parked herself in the bank, went to the lending office and said, hey, I want to get that loan for the house. And he kept telling her, Louise, I'm not going to give you money. And every day she'd come right on back.
Mama.
And she kept praying, God, I want a house for my son. I want a place that's mine. And Lord, if you bless my house, this is going to be your house. So after a while, they got so tired of her coming in, they decided, you know what? I'm so tired of you, I'm going to leave you alone. But I know that I'm already going to write this off as a bad loan because I know you're not going to pay it back.
Mama.
Oh, God.
Help me, God.
You know, she paid it off early.
That's it. That's it. Such a blessing.
Never made more than $1,000 a month. Paid it off early.
Bless
I can tell you how many people got blessed by her house. She took care of my grandmother till she died. She took care of some of her brothers and sisters. She took care of nieces, nephews,
Bless the
all
Lord.
kinds of cousins. Her house was always full of folk that were her kids.
Yeah.
Blessed so many people.
Amen.
Helped so many people.
Amen.
God blessed her not just to have that house, but to have other properties in the
Amen.
area as well.
Amen.
Amen.
That's awesome.
Amen.
She was blessing folks after she retired. And still blessed because God had blessed her. And her testimony was, I gave and God gave to me.
Amen. That's it.
Huh?
That's it.
Amen.
See, that makes no earthly sense. That if I keep giving, I'm going to have.
Glory to
We're
God.
selfish with our stuff. Well, I get a little penny, well, I'm squeezing everything I can get out of it. But you can't beat God's giving.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
If I help and lead, if I'm gracious to folks who may mistreat me, God is going to pay me back.
That's it.
Amen.
God's going to bless me. God is going to pour. What does it say in Luke? Give and it shall be given unto you. Pressed down, shaken together.
Right.
Oh, God.
People will give so much you can't receive it.
That's
That's it.
it.
You can't beat that.
Thank you, God.
Remember that.
Thank you.
Sometimes we look in the natural and don't see what we want to see.
Amen.
Trust God.
Yeah.
You know, God can make this church full
Amen.
if you just trust Him.
Oh, God.
If you believe Him. You got all that oil money around coming out of this area, don't you? Why don't y'all pray for an oil millionaire to walk up in here? Hello?
I'm praying for it. I'm praying for it.
And not for selfish reasons, because they need Jesus too.
Yes, they do.
Amen.
Why can't they be here at St. Paul? See, if we do our part and give, then God will bless us to
Amen.
the point
Yes, He will.
that we have to keep giving.
That's it.
We have to just keep
That's
giving.
it.
Because God just keeps giving. why do you keep giving? Because God keeps giving to me. I got so
Amen.
much, I need to keep giving away.
Hallelujah.
And that's just not money, it's your time as well.
Right.
What things can you do to impact Flatonia? What can you do to change this city? Don't tell me everybody here saved.
Thank you, God.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Thank
And
you,
there's still
God.
people, and some of y'all say, well, you know what, Pastor, I'm old. I can't do that. And who's under 80 in here? Everybody who's under 80 years old, raise your hand. Under 80. Under 80, raise your hand. Under 80, come on now. See, we got a couple folks over 80. Now, all y'all folks who are under 80, I'm just gonna warn you right now, you are not qualified to lead the children of Israel out of Israel yet.
My.
Because Moses was 80 years old.
Yes, he
Have
was.
mercy.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes, he was. He was.
Oh, God.
80 years old.
Yeah.
And led the children of Israel out and still led them for another 40 years.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all letting the doctor fool you. I see, I serve the great physician,
Yes, sir.
Jehovah Rapha, the healer.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he told me that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Didn't say some,
Oh.
didn't say a little bit, he said all things through Christ who strengthens me. He said whatever I bind on earth will be bound in heaven.
Yes, sir.
Whatever I loose on earth will be loosed in heaven.
Yeah.
That means you have the power of life and death in your tongue.
Well,
Yes.
Call it out.
that's it.
You see an empty pew, call it out. God, I call that full in the name of Jesus. I'm
Yeah,
calling
there you go.
members into this
There you
church.
go.
I'm declaring
That's
right
it,
now
that's it.
that 127 years is not going to pass
Yeah.
again without a full church
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
See, when they started this church, the vision was it was going to be full.
My.
They didn't start the church just to have 2 or 3 members, right?
Amen.
Somebody had a vision.
My.
Any of us alive during that vision?
Amen.
We can
Yeah.
sure recapture it. We can find a way prayerfully for God to fill this church up and make it what it's supposed to be.
Thank you,
God called this to be a house of prayer. He called it to be a house of redemption, a house of deliverance, a house that helps the needy.
Amen.
And we can become that again.
My God.
All we have to do is trust God.
Yeah.
Give our time, give our soul, give our substance. But the first thing you have to do is give your heart to God.
That's it.
See, Jesus doesn't ask for some of us. He asks for all of us.
That's it.
See, in America, we are a problem committing to things. We don't commit to countries. We don't commit to ourselves. We don't commit to ending stuff. We don't commit to beginning stuff. We don't commit to marriage. We don't commit to our children. We don't commit to our parents. We don't commit to jobs. So when it comes to Jesus, we wonder why sometimes we struggle. You haven't committed yourself to God.
Amen.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Oh, God.
What does that mean, Pastor? That means that He is my everything.
Yes, he is.
That when I wake up in the morning, I thank Him.
Thank you.
When I'm on my way to work, I thank Him for the job that I really don't like.
Mhm.
Why? Because He blessed me.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
I thank Him for that boss that gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
Why? Because He blessed me.
Yes.
Thank you.
I thank Him for my children that sometimes get on my nerves because He blessed me.
Yeah.
Amen. That's it.
I thank Him for relatives, Pookie and them, that get on my nerves
Yes.
because He's blessed me.
Amen.
Thank you.
See, we have to understand that if we're truly sold out for God, we need to thank Him for everything He's done.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
need to be willing to give everything we
Yes,
have
Lord.
for His sake. It's not for other
That's
people.
all right.
It's for Jesus' sake that we do these
Yes.
things. So people can see something in us
Yes.
they don't see anywhere else.
Yeah.
Right.
I was talking to one of my members this morning. We're discussing this ISIS group.
Mhm.
That's serious stuff.
Yes, it is.
If you think you're going through persecution, do you know who they're persecuting?
Uh-huh.
Christians.
Christians.
They're not persecuting Muslims. Don't buy that stuff in the media. They are threatening Christians. And they're giving them 3 choices. Convert to Islam, pay us some money so we'll stay away from you, or we're going to chop your head off.
Well, oh, God.
And they are infiltrating Europe and America through hip-hop. Y'all heard?
Man.
Young people, y'all hear? Be careful what you listen to. The journalist who got his head chopped off, who was a British rapper that did it.
Come on.
Went from Britain to Iraq to execute a man who had done nothing to him.
That's right.
We need Jesus.
Yes, every day.
We have the answer,
365.
but we have to show the world the answer.
Amen.
If they don't see it in us, they're not gonna see it.
You're
It's
right.
not in school anymore.
That's
It's
it.
not on television anymore.
Mama.
You can't find it on the radio.
Mm.
We have to be the ones that deliver the message
Yes.
to the community, because we're losing our young people. In fact, we've lost them. We gotta get them back.
Oh, God.
And the only way to get them back is through Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Mhm.
But we've got to make sure our hearts are open.
Yes.
We've got to make sure we have made a commitment to God. Because that's the only way they're going to see Jesus in us.
Yeah.
Amen?
Amen.
Amen.
Stand to your feet.
Amen.
Let's stand to your